Today it's going to be all about current Rangers manager Phillipe Clement. That is right, highly requested by tons of you guys. Let's get right into it. Be sure to drop a like. We're going to do the results first today. And we're going to kick things off with his current team. That is going to be Rangers, obviously enjoying a fantastic season here, winning 34 out of 38 games, drawing the other 3, and the one loss, unfortunately, comes to an away defeat against Celtic. But overall, it really doesn't matter because we battered them in terms of the league. Danilo comes in with 28 goals. We've got 3 players inside of the top average rating, which is remarkable. Also with assists, and I'm going to talk about that a lot when we break down this tactic because it's absolutely remarkable. Also, Jack Butland keeping the most clean sheets. Going over to the stats, we are going to feature on a lot of them. The most points per game at 2.76, the most goals at 131, the most shots for at 888, the fewest shots against at 151, the most dribbles being made at 693, and also defensively very, very sound. Only 16 goals conceded, and also the most clean sheets. But it wasn't just that we won, we also win the Scottish Cup, which is a big trophy to win, and also the Viaplay Cup. So although we didn't do that well in the Champions League, although we did get out of the groups, obviously, we got knocked out by PSG, which is probably to be somewhat expected. We do take home the Scottish treble, all while scoring over 3 goals a game at 3.45, conceding just 0.42, averaging over 23 shots a game, an 87% pass completion, and a 77% tackle win ratio. We really did kick up a storm in this Viaplay Cup and a 5-0 win. As we're going to see right now, we got off to a fantastic start there instantly inside of 3 minutes. A beautiful finish into the bottom right-hand corner, and the goals just kept coming. Great pressure there from Danilo, who enjoyed one of the best seasons I've ever seen from him in this game. A great goal there into the bottom left-hand corner, and at this point in the game, it was almost looking like it was done, and this pretty much got the game done inside the first half. Down the right-hand side, an elegant ball in into Danilo. Walton can simply just stand and watch the goal go in, and 2 very quick goals here back-to-back. Rivdan out on the right-hand side, linking up the play, a great ball through into Danilo, and it's simple football, but it gets the job done, and literally minutes after, a set piece comes in to wrap up the final, and it was already wrapped up at 3. You put 5 past them, the game's done. And up next is going to be Monaco, obviously over in the French league. Not favourites to win the league, but we do win the league, quite convincingly actually. Over PSG, we win 30 games out of 34, draw the other 3. Is the loss going to be against PSG? It's not, it's actually going to be against Lille, at home as well. A little bit annoying because, again, very close to being invincible. Runners-up as well in the French Cup, so a very, very, very strong season there. And if we actually go into this league, we can go to the stats, of course, and see right now. We are going to be very convincing. The most points per game, the most goals at 95, the most shots at 649, the fewest shots against, the fewest conceded, and also the most clean sheets. Possession-wise, we aren't going to be too strong in this division, for whatever reason that is, only picking up 52% of the ball, but hey, we got the job done. That is all that matters. And of course, what matters as well is the data hub. 2.79, 2.8 goals every single game, only 0.44 conceded, just over 19 shots every single match, a very high tackle win ratio, and a pass completion looking almost the same as before at 87.44. So we actually beat PSG twice in the league, so we did deserve to win it. This is going to be the away fixture, the first one of the season. We got off to a great start there with Ben Yedder, who tucks it past Donnarumma at his near post, and we actually go 2-0 up. Golovin plays it back into Enrique, who takes a touch, plays it back inside, and it's a little bit of a lucky goal from Minamino, but we take it. We're not going to complain, and this is the goal which PSG did score. And after this, I did go to that defensive variant and sort of solid the tactic up a little bit, but it was not really a concern. An easy win. And lastly, it's going to be Club Brugge, obviously over in Belgium, but we enjoyed a fantastic season here, picking up again nearly the invincible season. It's the nearly invincible season tactic today, as it is only 1 loss coming in there against Genk away in a 2-1 defeat. Did pick up a few draws, but got the job done overall. Obviously beating Genk, Standard Liège, and obviously Antwerp as well. Very good stat lines out of the players here, and also again we're seeing the highest average rating in first and second. Assists wise, we're not up there with the best of the best, finishing in 3rd place. Team stat wise though, we are going to be very strong. You can see here, most points per game, obviously the most goals, the fewest shots against, the most shots for. Possession-wise, a little bit more than obviously before. We are going to come in with 56% of the ball. Defensively, also very, very solid. So we are literally ticking every single box that I want to be seeing. And when it comes to that data hub, we are also going to be looking at 2.62 goals per game. Only 0.5 conceded. Over 17 shots every single game at 17.10. A bang on 79 tackle win ratio and an 87% pass completion. It's really, really good stuff. I'll show you the cup final because we scored literally inside of a minute. It's such a hot start to the game. Always good for a final. The second goal comes just before the 70th minute, a bit of a direct approach actually, and a very lucky goal. Not actually seen that happen before, and the last kick of the game, 90th minute comes in, we win it back. It's a little bit bouncy, a little bit lucky to be honest, a bit of a scrappy one on the edge, touch inside, elegance. And now, of course, over to your favourite part of the video. That is, of course, going to be the tactical breakdown. If you are enjoying so far, be sure to smash the like button. But let's go through and talk about this system. So it is going to be a 4-2-3-1, but it does play in a certain unique sort of style. So we've got to kick things off with the goalkeeper, who obviously is going to be Jack Butland, simply coming in on take more risks on the default. Nice and easy. Things get very spicy now. We are going to have James Tavernier coming in as a complete wing-back on attack, on more direct passes, cross more often, and also dribble more. And if we just take a second to look at this guy, he's absolutely remarkable in this position. And when it comes to the player history, he got 15 goals and 17 assists in 31 appearances in the division alone. It's absolutely incredible stuff from him. The 32-year-old still got it. We love to see it. Going over to the back two, it is going to be two ball-playing defenders who are simply both going to be on the default instructions. So nothing too crucial to talk about there. Nice and simple. Left back, of course, is going to be Yilmaz, again the wing back on support, simply on stay wider and get further forwards. And very similar for him, he's very quick, very good on the ball. If we go to his player history, although he didn't get as many goals, he is going to get 15 assists inside of 33 appearances. So just showing you there the actual importance of these wing backs and why you shouldn't be changing them in terms of their player roles. Going over to the DM spot, it is going to be Raskin coming in as a DM on support, on take more risks, and also tackle harder, alongside of Ryan Jack in the Volante role, who is simply going to be on dribble more. And if we look at this player right now, again, a very good midfield player, a bit on the older side, but still has got something about him. Player history, not the most extravagant stat lines coming out of him, but still did a job in the team. And I would say, if you are after a 32-year-old player in DM, he probably would be quite cheap. He actually was very, very good, to be honest. Going up to the more important players of the team, it is going to be the winger on the right-hand side on support, simply on cut inside with the ball. And this player contributed a lot. I will be honest with you, quite young, Welsh international. I really love seeing him play. He's very quick on the ball. His finishing isn't the best of the best, but he can work on it. He's got years to come. Player history-wise, we're going to be looking at quite a fair contribution with 10 goals and 16 assists. Also, two player of the matches, averaging a 7.43 when it comes to that, which is really, really remarkable. And of course, they only paid £3 million for him. Now, on the left-hand side, it is going to be Roof coming in on sit Narrowell as an inside forwards on attack. And he enjoyed, again, quite a decent season. Again, on the older side, I'm noticing this Rangers team have got a little bit of an older side. Do they need a rebuild? Let me know in the comments. I'm going over to his player history. Not the most extravagant stat line, obviously 10 goals and 8 assists, but again, got the job done, and it all helps feed Danilo, the star man up front. In the middle is going to be Todd Cantwell, who is going to be the advanced playmaker who comes in on attack, on roam from position, move into channels, and also tackle harder. And we have got him absolutely cooking, to be honest. He looks very, very good. Some down arrows, some up arrows. He turned off a little bit towards the end of the season, to be honest with you, but he did do quite well. He scored more goals than what I thought and got probably less assists than what I was expecting, but I'm going to take it because we needed the goals in the end. 32 appearances, 15 goals and 8 assists with one player of the match. And it all leads up to the star man, the advanced for Danilo, who is going to be on attack, on tackle harder. And this guy right here absolutely cooks. He's a fantastic player in the game anyway, but look at these stat lines. Nearly a goal every single game. You can see it here. So 32 appearances with 28 goals and also 2 assists. It's absolutely remarkable stuff. I do want to take a quick second to thank everyone that has joined the Patreon so far. We've got over 2,400 of you guys right now. Absolutely incredible scenes. And as you can see, we have got loads on offer for you guys that are joining. You can obviously join for free, but we do offer some perks for those that are in the paid tiers. Extra access gets all of my tactics, all of the free variants. They get tweaked in 24 to 48 hours. You also get everything early. The tactics, the videos, the whole shebang, tips, rebuild game save files. So anyone that wants to pick up this, maybe impress me, show what you can do, you can definitely get that there as well. You get a regen name in the stream save. You also get entered to the monthly Patreon giveaway, which is going to be, just been actually, a £50 PayPal gift card. But if you look right now, we are constantly posting, constant tactics, mine and Kempy's one, for example. Loads of stuff right now, loads of things you can get involved in. Go and check it out in the description below. Trust me. Now over to the team instructions, all based off a custom clean slate on the positive mentality. We are going to pass the ball into the space. We're going to overlap left. We're going to overlap right. We're going to leave this in the middle because it has got that element of long ball in this system. The tempo is going to be set to slightly higher, and this works really, really well, guys, because both of the fullbacks, we know their sheer importance of getting involved in this team. We have to have them overlapping. This means we are going to go a little bit more direct when we need to do so, and we are playing with quite the nice tempo. The final third is going to be set to my personal favourite, is going to be low crosses, and because we have got that counter-attack and vibe, we are going to run at defence. Transition, nice and simple to copy. Take short goal kicks. We're going to distribute quickly. We've got a counter, and we are also going to counter press Out of possession, we are going to talk about it, is going to be the higher defensive line, not the much higher, the high defensive line with that high press line of engagement. We are going to go with much more often on that trigger press. We're going to put some pressure on the goalkeeper, and you bet ya, we're going to get stuck in. To the attacking variant now, we are going to talk about a slightly more attacking variant where you are going to be able to score more goals. You might be a little bit more defensively vulnerable, but it's literally the perfect thing to do if you are chasing a game. The goalkeeper is going to remain the same. The complete wingback is also going to have the same instructions because he already is very, very attacking. But both of the centre-backs do get upgraded to, obviously, both, they are already ball-playing defenders, but they are going to be on dribble more now to really just try and get them to push in and make more progressive passes. The wingback on the left is now going to be on attack, simply on stay wider. The volante comes into the midfield on dribble more, simply on support. And next to him is another volante on this occasion, on attack, on take more risks, dribble more, and also tackle harder. So a very, very, very attacker midfield pairing that is simply going to cause that little bit of extra attack and play that might let the other team be a little bit nervous, and we're going to go and score loads of goals. We love to score the goals. On the right-hand side is going to be the winger on attack, simply on cut inside with the ball, and on the left, the inside forward is now going to be instructed not only to sit narrower, but also shoot more often. In the midfield is going to be the shadow striker on attack. Obviously, he played such a crucial role in this main team. We're going to make him even more attacking, roam from position, and also tackle harder, and the advanced forward is going to remain the same. Nice and simple. Again, clean slate, but this time it is going to be set to attacking. A little note right there. We're going to pass the ball into space. We're going to overlap right. We're going to overlap left. We're going to play out from the back now because then ball-playing defenders are really going to be very progressive options in that midfield. The tempo we are not going to max out. We're going to set it to slightly higher. We're going to keep the final third as low crosses, but alongside a run at defence, you probably guessed it, of course, we're going to be more expressive. In terms of this, it is going to be exactly the same, so a little memory refresher, counter press, counter, distribute quickly, and take short goal kicks. Lastly, out of possession, it is going to change a little bit. We're not going to go with higher, we are going to go with much higher. We are going to max out the press, prevent short goalkeeper distribution, and of course, we're going to get stuck in. Now over to a tactic you can defend your games with, or if you are playing as a really small team, the ideal tactic. The goalkeeper remains the same. The wingback on the right and the left are both now going to be on defend, simply on the default instructions, and both of the ball-playing defenders are also going to be on default. So that is an entire default back line, very risk-free and very defensively structured. Two DMs come in, and they are both going to be there to protect the back line and really be a cementive block. Both DMs support simply on tackle harder. On the right is going to be a winger on support on cut inside with the ball, and on the left we are going to have the inside forward again on support, simply on sit narrower. In the midfield we are going to make Todd Clement a little bit more sort of calm, if you want to say it like that. An advanced playmaker on support on roam from position, and also move into channels, and the advanced forward remains unchanged because we need a bagsman. So team instructions, custom clean slate, but on the balanced mentality, we are going to go set to fairly narrow with this one. We're still going to pass the ball into the space because that's what we're about. We're going to play out from the back still because now obviously we've got a lot more people back there. The wing backs aren't going to be pushing up, so we are going to have a lot more sort of options to pass it around the back and frustrate the opposition, to put it simply. The tempo is still going to be set to a little bit lower, so it's not going to be too aggressive. We're going to sort of drag the game out now, go down that approach. We are still going to opt for the low crosses, and we are also going to have run at defence because we still want to have a little bit about us. We don't want to be too negative, so we are still going to run at defence and hit on the counter attack because we still want to score the odd goal here and there. In transition, just a couple of things to talk about. Counter press and counter are going to remain the same. We're not going to focus on playing the ball quickly now because we are trying to almost run the clock down, but we are still going to go with the short goal kicks. Lastly, out of possession, we are going to go instantly with that standard line with the high press line of engagement. So we have dropped the line down from higher to standard compared to the first variant. This is going to remain on standard. We're still going to have a little bit of pressure on their goalkeeper, and we are still going to put in the odd challenge, and that is going to complete 3 variants of the Phillipe Clement. I am so sorry it's taken so long to get done. It took a lot of research, and hopefully you guys, especially the Rangers fans, have enjoyed this video. If you have, be sure to leave a like, but more importantly guys, subscribe. We're trying to hit for 20k. You guys are absolute legends. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.